Two words. With two words, I can describe what's going on and what's happening between Mike Norvell and the Florida State fan base. Sports trauma. Yeah, sports trauma. I know for some Seminole fans out there was a different two words y'all probably wanted me to say. But I ain't there yet. I'm not there quite yet. But we gonna talk about it in our latest episode of Tomahawk Trail. If you like Seminole news and straight talk, real talk, hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. Let's go. If Norvell finishes this season strong, he keeps his job. He keeps the locker room. But if the season ends flat, or if we go on a 6-game losing streak, then it's pretty much over. He would have lost the fans, the boosters, probably even the battle's end. Either way, Florida State's future will be defined by what happens next. And we're going to get into it with the good, the bad, and the choppy. The good. All right, the good. Because whatever you think of Norvell, he earned respect for the rebuild. When he came to Tallahassee in 2020, the program was lost, no discipline, no identity, recruiting in chaos. It's still kind of in chaos, but he brought accountability, organization, and culture back to the Seminole program. He's also been huge in aligning with the Battle's End, FSU's NIL powerhouse. That partnership has helped keep top players in garnet and gold and made FSU competitive again. And we can't forget the 2023 run. Undefeated regular season, ACC champions. Florida State was back in the spotlight. And if not for that horrible Jordan Travis injury, they probably would have won it all. They might have gone all the way. Mike Norvell made FSU relevant. And that's no small feat. The bad. But now for the bad. And there's plenty to unpack. Since that 2023 run, the offense hasn't evolved. The creativity that once made Norvell dangerous feels like it slipped away. And in order to regain some of that creativity, he brought in Gus to take over the offense so that he can be freed up to handle the bigger picture. But the bigger picture seems like it's getting a little foggy. After 3 straight losses, we starting to feel like what we thought we left behind is catching back up. I mean, in reality, a 2-10 football team or a fan base that witnessed their team go 2-10 should be okay and should not be hitting the panic button at just 3-3. But it's the way we got to 3-3. 3 straight losses. Team looking like they kind of lost on the field. Some people looking like they might have quit, even though we hate to say those words. It's giving us deja vu. We've been here before. This is how we feeling. So I'm sorry if we didn't truly heal from 2-10. But 2-10 did some damage. You know what another red flag is about the whole Norvell experience? Recruiting. we just can't get any footing in recruiting, because it seems like every time you get a lot of yeses from a lot of good players, we go through runs like this, where you look like you was competent, you look like you was the shit, and then you start to look like you ain't shit. And I know if us as fans are looking at the team and thinking that the direction that it's going in is southward, I know recruits see and think the same thing. The question now is, can Norvell survive? It's sad to be saying that at just 3-3, but it's true. If he loses the next game, could be his last. If he loses the game after that, could be his last. The next loss could be your last, is what we're trying to say here. So stop losing. Let's get some W's. The Choppy. All right, it's time for the Choppy. And this is where the water gets rough. If FSU keeps Norvell and the results don't turn around, it could cost the universities millions. You know, I asked ChatGPT what it thought about Mike Norvell keeping his job. Let's see what ChatGPT had to say. So, I asked ChatGPT, do you think FSU should fire Mike Norvell? And this is what ChatGPT had to say. It said, that's a tough question, and it doesn't have a clean yes or no answer. I lean toward not firing Mike Norvell right now, but I do think FSU is entering a prove-it window where his job is under serious pressure. Even ChatGPT can see the inevitable coming, but we just can't keep going up and down. This can't be a roller coaster ride all the time. You know, we can't be so good that we're exceeding expectations and then we get so bad that we lose our hope. We can't, just keep doing both. That's just not going to work out. Some analysts argue that FSU under Norvell is trending toward average, not elite. One article states, in 6 years, Norvell is 36-30. In his last 27 ACC games, it's 14-13. The talk heading into 2025 was whether 2023 or 2024 was the outlier. It turns out both were. The concern is that potential is not being fully realized, and that with the talent and resources FSU has, the expectations should be way higher. So ChatGPT's verdict is this. Given all factors, I think FSU should not fire Mike Norvell, at least not mid-season or immediately. It doesn't seem prudent right now because of the financial burden, potential disruption, and the fact that the losses have been close. However, I believe he is in a must-win window. If the team continues to stumble, especially in conference matchups, the option to make a change should absolutely be on the table. The next few games will be crucial, not just for the season, but for Norvell's future.